Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mika the Shadowbeast and today we are playing Yo Boyfriend. I'm going to do two separate routes of this. I guess it would be kind and abusive. My name. Okay. My life has been chaotic. Family broke out into another fit of drama. I left the nest, went straight to college, and got an apartment and a job. But lately my job at a greasy spoon dino has been unbearable. The job doesn't pay the best, so that meant I had to find a roommate to afford an apartment. And now my roommate is always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked. And even better, the rent on the apartment is late. I had heard once that if you became a roommate with a friend, you wouldn't stay friends for long. In my case, the friendship gets strained thinner as my friend keeps making excuses why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to lose money on the rent. I'm nearly broke. And getting a second job feels like it would kill me. At least in this park, I have some alone time. I've always loved this part of the park. It's untouched by obnoxious family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and huff out the tension in my lungs so that I could calm down enough to enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn and look towards the antelope. Oh man, hang on, settings. Ah, there's no voice acting. What's that? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so it's just Peter talking. Smiles and scoots himself closer. Inside his Jeez, I can't fucking speak. I'll just let you guys read this. I can't talk anymore. I keep my eyes on him until his intentions are, his unblinking eyes don't stray from mine. Not once. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him and closer to the edge of the bench. How often does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? Not often, for me at least. He picks up on my knees and refrains from sliding any closer. He crosses his fingers in between his legs and smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. No, I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. He scoots himself even closer, hand nearly touching mine as he smiles slyly. Look, I know this is sudden, very sudden, but if you're free tonight, can I have the pleasure of taking you out to dinner? Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he was the weird one. I can't tell if he's a bit awkward or just eccentric. What? Why? Why did he have such an interest in me? Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here? It's why I'm here. My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we were in a relationship? There is an awkward silence as the stranger sits patiently waiting for my answer. Oh, it's more roses, I think. That's cute. Oop, it's a timer. I guess. It's not like I'm doing anything anyways, and it would be a nice break from the monotony. God knows I could stand to forget my problems for a few hours, and this guy seems interesting enough to keep my mind off things. Really? That's great! He beams, taking hold of my hand into his own. I see you tonight at 7. Oh, he was about to stand up from the bench, but pauses abruptly when he realizes that he was forgetting something. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a place to meet up. So I know that I sound a bit absent-minded, but I'm just so excited. How about the dino downtown? It's nice and quiet and no one would disturb us. The dino downtown? Which one? You know, the one that you look at. He looks so nervous saying that. Oh, okay. Great, see you tonight. And just like that, he hurries off with a leap in every step, like as though he had just won the lottery. And watch him as he disappears down a path that bends around a shallow hill and out of view. The park is quiet again, and the serene loneliness sets in once more. It's just me and a few songbirds singing in the tree nearby. In the nearby tree. I sit for a while, replaying the strange encounter in my head a few times. I suppose I should be flattered that he took such an interest in me. I can't tell if meeting someone like that is normal or not. It's nothing like I've seen in movies or television. But then again, if I were Hollywood attractive, maybe it would be so normal that would almost be almost annoying. I feel my cheeks flush as I think about him saying, "Can I have the pleasure?" A shy smile creeps from the corners of my mouth. He must be as new to this as I am. What a shy, awkward guy. The bird stops singing as I feel a knot grow in the pit of my stomach. How did he know where I work? Dad's damn dino. 7 p.m. I stood up at the dino feeling rather unusual about meeting someone at the place that I work at for a completely spontaneous dinner date. And with a complete stranger who knew that I worked here. Weird. I take a seat at a booth towards the back. The dino isn't very busy tonight, which is less than usual than most people would assume. Even though I work here, this isn't where I would choose to eat at. Maybe he was another customer that I had never paid attention to? While I work, I let my mind drift, and after a while I do my job as if I were on autopilot. I don't really pay that much attention to names and faces, even towards regulars. Maybe he was one of those regulars, building up his courage to ask me out every day, but kept losing his nerve. It's kind of cute though, but I do really want this to be... But do I really want this to be a thing? It's kind of a cute thought. That's what I meant to say. Taking my seat, I wait. I look at the old-fashioned neon light clock that hangs over the jukebox. He is 5 minutes late. Might as well buy myself a milkshake while I wait. The waitress on tonight's shift is surprised to see me at the diner on my day off. I imagine that he would tell me, job loyalty is one thing, but the food here isn't worth writing home about. After serving the stuff for a few months now, I agree with her. But at least the milkshakes are good. They are the really old-fashioned kind, made with real ice cream and ingredients, and not the powdered mix and flavored syrups like the fast food places. The waitress must have been less busy than I assumed because he brought my milkshakes to me only a few minutes later. I pull the spoon from the vintage-looking ice cream glass and lick it clean. So good. I still to shake a little bit. I still have to shake a little before I take a sip. A man was his home through the A man rushes through the dino's front door. He looks like he ran the whole way here with something tucked carefully in his arm. I immediately recognized his sleeveless hoodie and blue suit. He quickly scanned the dino in a bit of a panic. He was running late and probably thought that I might have already left. I was one of the few people in the dino, but he still didn't seem to see me very quickly. I waved him over. A smile of relief spread across his face. Still winded, he hurries down the row of booths and sits across from me. You're late. I know. I'm so sorry. I had to make a quick stop. He speaks between breaths. I don't know where he came from, but he must have ran the whole way when he realized that he was running late. Giving a timid smile, he pulls out the long white box that he was carrying. He places it on the table and slides it over to me. Here, I bought this for you. Thinking about earlier today in the park, it might have been a little creepy to ask you for a date on the spot. I thought I might get you a little something as a way of apologizing. If it was awkward for you, of course. You got something for me? Really? It better not be a souvenir or fingers or something. Opening the box, I look inside. I see 2 long-stemmed roses with deep red petals. The thorns were removed, and they are bound by a shimmery black silk ribbon. Oh, they're lovely, thank you. He smiles as I take the roses out of the box gently, as if the thorns were still on the stems. I draw the aroma in deeply. They are so wonderfully fresh and fragrant. Oh. It's no boutique or anything, but I thought that they looked nice. He watches me admire his gift. They are very nice, thank you. I place the roses gently back in the box. He can't possibly grin any wider. He realizes that he is staring at me maybe just a little too long for comfort, so he reverts his eyes shyly. But there was a few nagging questions that had been hanging over me like a storm cloud. And while he was in a good mood, I figured I should inquire a little bit about this cute but bizarre stranger. Dinner is in a greasy spoon dino with the stranger carrying a box of roses didn't seem ordinary, and I had to make sure that he wasn't going to oppose at the cash register. I stirred the milkshake with the straw for a second or two. So, how did you know that I work here? Oh, well, I walk by this place rather often on my walks. I catch glimpses of you through the window from time to time when you're working. I tried coming in, but I get cold feet, and I just keep walking. Like a loser. He glares at the table shamefully. I reach over and give his hand a reassuring pat. No, you're not a loser. Oh wow, he just returns to that. Do you know what? I don't even know your name. My name? Twitch. The smile on his face fades into a slight glimpse before his gaze drifts off to the side. I really don't like my name. Honestly, I'd rather be called something else, like a nickname or something. Oof, he must have a really horrible name or really horrible parents that he wants to dissociate with. Okay, how about... what do we name him? Well, he brought the roses, so we're gonna call him... I know what his real name is, okay? But this is the kindness thing, so we're gonna call him Roses. How about Rose? How about Rose? He seemed pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better, honestly. Thank you. He's still twitchy. I reassure him and give his hand another gentle squeeze. The expression of disgust instantly evaporates into delight over the name I gave him. Wow, I didn't realize until now, but he has some really beautiful blue eyes. The vivid color left me taking in their deep blue hue, and I didn't realize that I was staring until he spoke up. Are we having a moment or what? A blush spurts across his cheeks as he squeezes my hand back. Sorry. I pull my hand from his. Cursing myself for staring like that. Wow, now I'm the awkward one. I look away shyly. I can feel the heat radiating from my cheeks, and I imagine them glowing bright red like a Christmas light. The thought makes my cheeks warmer, and probably even more red. He chuckles and shakes his head. Hey, there's nothing to be sorry for. He reassures me with a soft smile. He looks around for something to pick attention, and his eyes fall upon my milkshake. Hey, I was supposed to buy you something. Well, you already kind of did. I point to the box of roses. Besides, we could share this just as long as I get the cherry. Deal? Scoot the milkshake. Zelda, I am busy. I scoot the milkshake towards him. He looks to the side, reaching over to take it. Man, our first date and you're the one buying. I'm very terrible at this. Well, how about you buy next time? His eyes go wide and he stares at me with surprise. Next time? You want to meet up again? Well, this wasn't a total disaster, right? So, yeah. His face glows as red as I imagine mine had, and he stambles wildly as all of his thoughts unexpectedly evaporate in an explosion of joy. I mean, I guess it wasn't. I don't think so, but I don't want to argue with you. It was cute seeing him struggle for a coherent thought while also trying to contain his happiness of being with me, of all people. Still, as much as I was enjoying his company, and regardless of how flattering it has been, I couldn't stay long. I look out the window in a bit of exaggerated way in order to get his attention. It's getting dark. I don't like walking home late at night. How about we continue this on our next date? Standing up from my seat, I pull out one of the napkins from the dispenser. Do you have a pen? Oh, I think I do. He pulls one from his pocket and hands it to me. I write down my name and number, and smiling, I pass the pen and napkin back to him. Here, call me and we can hang out again soon, okay? Taking pen and napkin from my hand, he gazes at the number in complete awe before looking back up to me. Of course, I'd love to see you again. I walk to the register, pay for the shake, and with another quick look back at him, I wave and leave the diner. I walk more quickly to try to make it back to the apartment before nightfall. It gets colder outside, but for some reason, I feel warm the whole walk back. There's one big TV. Once I'm finally back in my apartment, I quietly walk to my room so I don't disturb my roommate. Judging by the thumping and moaning sounds coming from the other side of the wall, they seem like they're having another study session. Fuck, I wish that they would be more quiet. I have to live here too. I don't bother to turn on the lights in my room, flopping heavily on my bed, face first into the mattress, limbs spread wide. Letting out a long, loud groan that made the couple next door pause for a brief moment, I eventually roll onto my back and stare up at the ceiling. Despite having so many other things on my mind earlier, my thoughts never stray far from Rose. Looking over to the box that was still in my hand, I open it one more time and pull out the bundled roses, and smiling a little, I draw in the sweet fragrance again. I hope he calls soon. End of day 1. Okay, so we're gonna end the video here. And the next one we'll do day 2. And then we're going to do, What was it? Then we're going to do a asshole path. I am now. They don't want episode 3 to be leaked yet. I'm sure when episode 4 comes out, we can start posting episode 3. So while I'm going to go ahead and record it, it's not going to be posted until they say it's okay. So thank you all so much for watching. Excuse me. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment if you feel like it, but you don't have to. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you and good night.